Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my vlog and thank you so much to everyone who have supported this channel. And yes, here we go again. This is me. So please kindly click on the subscribe button as well as the notification bell for you to be more updated on my future posts. So yes, today let's talk about IELTS. All right. So what is IELTS? International English Language Testing System. Okay. So if you wanted to study abroad, then you have to pass this test, but it depends on the country. Okay, if you want to study abroad or to work abroad or to live there forever, okay, you have to pass IELTS. So how will you be rated? So you will be rated in four okay, in these four categories. So first, fluency and coherence, if you can organize your thoughts well, and pronunciation, of course, if you have good pronunciation that can be understood by people, right? Of course. If you miss someone and you said, I miss you, what would you feel? Uh-huh. I miss you, not I miss you. hmm Of course, there might be something in you that would feel bad, right? Oh, he messed me. Okay, but of course, if you love the person, you can accept or you can understand. Okay, but of course, pronunciation matters. Okay, so grammatical structure, so you must be familiar with all type of tenses. All right. Present perfect tense, past perfect tense. Yeah. All right. So we should make use of other type of tenses. Right, lexical resource, idioms, or you can paraphrase some words. Okay, it's just a piece of cake. Means that's easy. All right. Happy, over the moon. I felt like I was at the seventh heaven when I saw him. So instead of saying happy, because the word happy is too common, you can use over the moon or seventh heaven. So IELTS, yes, has three parts. So part one, introduction and interview. The examiner will gonna ask you about general questions on familiar topics such as your family, your work, etc. So please give detailed and specific answers to speak around 2 to 3 sentences. Don't make it too short nor too long. Okay. So say for example, do you like hiking? Yes, I like hiking. Or yes, of course. Absolutely yes. Right? Instead of just saying, yes, absolutely yes. Definitely. Right? So you have to uh, use words that are uncommon. Okay? Yes, to get a higher band or higher score. And answer and the reason I like hiking or I love hiking. uh I love hiking. Since it can help me to feel relaxed. For example, okay, right? Okay, so you can also give an example. I used to go hiking with my friends or colleagues uh-huh, when I was in high school. All right. So during our free time, we still do the same since we are neighbors. Uh-huh. Okay, for example, conclusion. Yeah. Okay, so I believe that hiking is not only mhm, not only a way to lose weight or not only an effective way to lose weight, but also one way to have fun or bond with our loved ones, right? Okay, so this is just an example of my answer. So I want you to follow this one, your answer, your reason, your explanation, example, and conclusion. All right, so as you can see, it's not too short and not too long, right? Okay, because there's still follow-up questions, but they will just focus on hiking. So when was the last time that you hiked with someone, or where do you usually like to go hiking? So these questions are mine. Okay, I just created this. Okay, but yes, I'm currently teaching students, yes, in best tutor. Yeah, I thank the father for that, because it's it's a privilege. Okay, and yes, and also I thank God because yeah, I also have a certificate that I'm qualified to teach yeah, students, yeah, in this online world. Yeah, IELTS. But yeah, with these achievements, I'm happy, I'm glad, I'm over the moon. But I do not boast because I know that God had given me all of this. It's not mine, right? So I give Him all the glory, honor, and the praise. It's not mine. So it's my pleasure to share this online. Okay, so let's continue. Part two, individual long term. So this time, okay, so you will be given a cue card in the actual exam. All right. So all you've got to do is to get a pen and a paper. You'll be given 1 minute to think of your answer or answers, right? So you'll be given time to take down keywords only in 1 minute. Yes, for your preparation time, and speak 2 to 3 sentences to each bullet point. Yes, it depends on you how you're gonna write it, how you're gonna organize your thoughts, because fluency and coherence is the target here, right? But of course, fluency and coherence is also in all types of test in IELTS. So this is the example of questions, right? Talk about the person that you adore. Who is that person? How did you get to know him or her? And what do you adore about him? What have you learned from him that you wanted to apply in your life? For example, all right? So, yes, of course, say for example, me, I have to jot down, write down. I have to put the person that I really adore. Yes, I'll be given 1 minute. Yeah, of course. And I have to make an interesting introduction, just a heads up, and a conclusion. All right, so just like telling a story, the first part should be interesting. I have to keep the examiner interested for him to listen to me, right? And also the tone of voice is very important for him not to feel bored while listening to you or to me, right? Okay. And the examiner must learn from you or know you better. Okay, that should be your point, but of course, impress him with your vocabulary words and your ability to rephrase words, because that's the point. You have to get the uh, your target band score. Okay, so just in case that you feel nervous, you can use fillers. What are fillers? Okay, so you can use fillers to fill the gaps. For example, well, I guess instead of saying I don't know, you can say I haven't thought about this question, but all right. So say for example, let me do this. Okay. All right. Let me talk about the person that I really adore. The person that I really adore are person that I really respect or that I respect is our beloved Pastor Paul Sikibuloy, because he's such a good man with a good heart. He's a spiritual man, and I knew him through television. And what I adore about him, or what I really admire. Okay, so I have used admire, right? So we can rephrase admire, adore, respect. Okay, or you can describe him. Mhm. So what I really adore about him his uh, uh, is his determination to do the Father's will all his life. He even dedicated his life or laid down his life for his friends, but not only for his friends, but to all the members all over the world of the kingdom of Jesus Christ, right? Mhm. Okay. So, what I have learned from him that I wanted to apply in my life is I really wanted to be as mature as him spiritually. Okay, so it's just for an example. But yes, I have another answer. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, I wanted to be as mature as him. I wanted to be mhm, as excellent as him in all things. Okay, so that's right. Okay, because in IELTS, to tell you frankly, you can lie in IELTS, but all right, I have so much to say in this part. Okay, all right. But of course, yeah, the examiner must learn from you or to know you better. So you must highlight the words. So say for example, the last part should be, and I believe that Pastor Apollos Kibuloy did not only change my life, but also all the members of the kingdom. Mhm. All right, so that would be my conclusion. All right, or the whole idea of my answers. All right, so that's all. So there should be an introduction. Okay, so you can say, let's talk about the person that I really adore. Mhm. Okay, and yes, the body part, you should explain him or her. Yeah, how I know him through television, so you must organize your thoughts thoughts well in this part, and of course make an interesting conclusion. The introduction should be interesting. The conclusion should be interesting. Okay. All right. So let's continue part three, two-way discussion. All right. So this time, 4 to 5 minutes. Okay. So just a heads up in the part two before I forget. So you have to speak for only okay 1 to 2 minutes. Do not prolong your answers because they will just stop you, or the examiner will just stop you. All right. So for part three, the examiner will ask you further questions more complicated and abstract. So this time there will be no timer. Okay. Yeah. So it depends how many questions you can answer, but they want you, or he wants, or she wants you to elaborate more in this part. Give longer answers and support. Okay, so you must stand your ground. Okay, why do some people hate people who are successful? Okay, so this time you can say, well, I guess, or you can make an interesting introduction, just like this one. Okay, all right, so say for example, success is rewarding, and I believe that people really wanted to be successful. And I guess the reason, or the reasons why people hate the successful people, right? Or some people hate, okay, successful people is because they wanted to be those individuals, okay? Because we have overused the word people, so we should rephrase. Okay, and we can use attach society, people, or netizens. Okay, you can attach the internet, right? Because it's famous, right? And most especially during these days, pandemic. So we're all at home, but we're still updated. hmm Right? So we can see that people usually throw rocks to people who shines, or famous people, okay, that shines, right? They're in a pedestal. Okay, they're successful, but some people still hate them, right? Maybe because they're insecure. Okay, so that's the only thing that they could say. All right, instead of working on their own, or maybe they feel hopeless or intimidated. So that's the nature of individuals. our society, right? That uh, we tend to see the bad side of people instead of the good side. Okay, good sides of them. So, but I guess this type of behaviors can be overcome, right? Through prayers, right? And by working on their own, okay? Seeing what they can do, or looking at themselves in the mirror, yes, and assess themselves if they and ask themselves if they have the right to do that or to say those words. Yeah, self-assessment is very important, and they should work on it to become the person that they hated in the first place. Okay, and if they'll be successful, then therefore I believe that they're gonna realize that uh, it's all because of their insecurity. It was not really them. So hard work is really a must. Okay, so just like Alright. Anyway, thank you so much for your time. So yes, how do you define success and how to achieve it? So if you can answer longer, and yeah, and if you had consumed or taken 4 to 5 minutes, then that's fine. Okay, so you will only be asked one question, right? So you just have to rephrase again. Yeah, fluency and coherence, pronunciation, very important, grammatical structure, lexical resource, idiom rephrase. Okay, so that's it. All right, so anyway, thank you so much to everyone who supported this channel. Goodbye and see you, and take care always.